Hello my lovelies and welcome back to Allotment of the Dead. So I thought I'd take the opportunity whilst my car's in at the garage to have a walk to the plot and show you guys how far away it is or how long it is to actually get there. I'm thinking maybe around probably anything up to a mile maybe. Maybe more, but yeah, let's see how long it takes us, and yeah, we'll see if we can point out a few bits and pieces on the way. God, it's really windy today. I think we've got a storm Ashley coming in. Hang on, OCD, did I shut the front door? Okay, I might need to edit this quite heavily. Damn, absolutely hate the fact that I've got this OCD, which probably has got something to do with, I don't know, other weird conditions I might have. Didn't let on to this much, dearly, did I? Okay, let me just check. Oh gosh, garden's looking fantastic though. Okay, that's clear. Oh blimey, good start. Right, okay, where were we? Okay, that's a helicopter. See if I can get the helicopter. There we go. Don't know where that's going. Probably it's not the ambulance, so at least that's something. Probably going to chase a wobber. We'll see how that goes. Right, the neighbourhood here is quite a quiet one, which is nice. Not a lot goes on, at least not a lot so far, but it's something that I'm quite glad about, really, because having lived in some areas where potentially things happen every day, have spent some time in Liverpool, and unfortunately here in the busy roads there, and the police cars and things flying past quite often was always a thing. But absolutely lovely people up there though, absolutely love them to bits. Been a lifelong Liverpool supporter. Hopefully that won't lose me any subscribers, but yeah, it's one of those things that hopefully helps to make you a better person. Right, gosh, that wind. Okay, so it's really noticeable at the moment. So we got Storm Ashley coming through, which will be potentially a lot of rain again for a lot of people, especially in the southwest, and also kind of the northwest area. Not that it doesn't rain there, it rains a lot up there, Cumbrian Lake District. And again, wonderful part of the UK if you ever get a chance to get over to the UK if you're abroad, or even if you haven't visited that area in the UK and actually live here. It is surprising how many beautiful areas in the UK there are. Right, I think I'll stick to the main roads. Crazy cars going. Right, so plot wise, I know a lot of people are winding their plots down at the moment, and I plan to do something similar, although I will keep some things growing. Kale, cabbages, those sort of things. I need to try and get better at kind of growing them. I know I'm good with things like chilies, but there is only so many things you can do with a chili, as the wife says, especially the super hot ones. So I'm going to try and grow a bit more different things, especially over this kind of lean winter period. Right, oh, there's a car coming past. Doesn't sound great. Okay, so my car is in the garage at the moment, hence why I'm walking. Although it's not too far away. It's just in the local village. I say village, it's getting more and more of a town now as more space is being built on. There's a lot less green spaces, and the traffic seems to have kind of built up as well in that period of time. But I think there's a lot of places going through this sort of thing at the moment. The reason for going down today is I need to clear those tomatoes out of the aubergine house and hopefully plant some of the kale that I've got waiting to go in there. There is plenty that you can grow this time of year, so I can plant some more radishes, mooli, that sort of thing. They can go in now. And I do have a bag of bits and pieces here, which again I'm going to hopefully try and plant today, or at least some of them today. I know I won't be able to plant my garlic yet because the area I'm going to put those in, unfortunately, is not ready. Consequences of having really wet weather and not a great deal of time to be able to get down the plot and do it. So we've got a week off again shortly. Well, I'm losing the light there. So we've got a week off again shortly, where hopefully I can get my my garlic in that period, clear a few more of the beds. But it is becoming quite overgrown in some places now. That kind of wet weather does okay to some extent, in that there's not a lot of plants will like being completely and totally drenched, unless you're growing rice or something. But when you get that little bit of heat back, here we go, busy roads. But we're about, I don't know, 2/3 there now, maybe just over halfway there now. So it's not too far away. So those people with plots, how far away are your plots? Do you have to go in the car? Is it something that you literally can't get to walking? It is always nice having an ability to kind of work on a plot that is quite close to home, because again, sort of transporting stuff backwards and forwards potentially can be a bit of a pain. So even just this small walk for me today, when I'm used to, in effect, just driving down and leaving the car outside the gates of the plot, is it's a new one for me, because I've normally got loads of stuff in the back to take down the plot, and there's usually quite a bit to bring back. So I'm probably going to have to harvest what I can down there and then wait until the wife is able to either pick me up, or I can maybe go home, borrow her car to transport all of the things back home. So I'm planning on, as I say, taking away the atomic grape tomatoes today, in the hope that we can hopefully get some produce that we can use. But again, it will make that space clear, so I can then use some of my kale plants, put those in. Right. So this area that the plot is in a place called Whitnash, which was always my kind of little home village growing up. Somewhere I've lived for quite a while, off and on, apart from my small period of time in Liverpool. That's been my hometown really for the best part of my life, really. So I'll always have a soft spot for it. But like I say, things are changing, things are getting busier now. but such is life. Right, we're just coming up to where our local vets is, and unfortunately we've had to have our older cat put down last week. Had a bit of a tumour and started retaining water and things like that, so although he looked quite, there we go, that's our vets, really nice people, lots of compassion in them, definitely worth visiting that one if you actually are in the area with pets. But yeah, it's kind of, it was a bit of a blow. I didn't think I'd take it quite as badly as I did, seeing as he wasn't really my cat, he was my wife's cat, and she used to do all sorts of things with that cat. That cat was literally would sit on her lap when she was upset or stressed, or when I'd upset her. It'd basically be there for her at all times, really, and that, for me, you couldn't want more from a pet, really. He did everything that you kind of expect from a cat, and a lot more, you know. They always say pets are like family, and in that respect, he definitely was family. So we had to let him go. He was, I think he was either 20 or nearly 20 when we got him put down, and he fought to the end. He kind of didn't want to go in some respects, because it wasn't an easy, I say it was easy in the fact that it was an injection, but he I don't know, he just, he went nice though. He didn't suffer, but yeah, it hit me harder than I thought it would. But there you say, it's one thing you can't rely on, or one thing you can rely on: birth, death and taxes. Right, we're very nearly there now, so we'll cross over the road here. Hopefully won't get run over. Okay, so we're about, I don't know, 20 yards away now. So it's taken me about 12 minutes or so to get to the plot. Right, let me have a look, see if I can find my keys. Come up to this really nice big hedge that our council cuts for us. This is a council, I say a council run plot, it's not a council run plot, it's a committee run plot, but the council still do a bit of the outside boundaries, and they kind of wait until they've had a few complaints from the local people. Right, that's our gate. Let's find the key to get in. Right, let me just switch around a second. Okay, so got nice big hefty chains and keys and locks on this, and the other thing we need to remember on this plot at least is that we shut the gate afterwards. Let me see if I can perch you just while I fasten this. Okay, so that's the front gate, and my plot is literally here. And I haven't been down for about 3 days, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what there is, where I can harvest. Oh blimey, things have changed. So this is our next door neighbours. They've removed some of the branches from the plum tree there. quite extensively, and they've managed to get their shed put in. They said they were going to put a shed in. They've done a really good job of it as well by the looks of that. Right, let me go to the alley house and I'll go from there. Right, oh blimey, it is very wet. Lots to do. The acoccia is still up and running. I think my tomatoes, so these are the RAF tomatoes, and they've seen better days. I haven't had any luck at all with tomatoes this year. Right, let's open the alley house. I do have locks on most things. We had a break-in probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and since then people have been a lot more security conscious. So I'm going to do this with one hand. Here we go. Right. Oh, that needs a bit of oil. Okay, right. Okay, I'm about, as I say, 12 minutes away or so away from the plot. I keep joking with the wife that that's how long it takes me to get down to the local train station, but yeah, it's probably more like, I don't know, 15, 20. She's going to laugh at that one as well. But yeah, there's plenty to do on the plot still. It's that time of year when most people are putting their plots to bed. And yeah, I think I'm probably going to have to do the same to some extent. But yeah, let's see what happens today. Hopefully I can do some bits and pieces today. First chance I've had in a few days to actually get down here and actually do anything. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, so that's my trip to the plot, and hopefully we'll see you on the next video. So all the best, guys. Take care. Bye bye.